We are welcome back to these aspects of variation. This is maths. What is variation? Variation could be defined as a relationship between two or more variables or two or more quantities, whereby as one quantity is increasing, the other also will be affected. As one is increasing, it will bring change to the other variables or to the other quantities. So in this module, we want to discuss four kinds of variation. We have the first one, we have direct variation. Then the second one is the inverse variation. The third one is the joint variation. And lastly, the last one is what we call the partial variation. So these are the four kinds of variations which we want to discuss. So let's quickly take the first one, the direct variation. On direct variation is it's also a relationship between two variables, whereby as one variable is increasing, the other variables will also increase. As one quantity is increasing, the other quantity is also increasing. Vice versa, as one quantity is decreasing, the other also is also decreasing. If one quantity is half, the other variable will be half also. So they have a kind of direct relationship. One is increasing, one is going up, the other also is shoot up. And that's that on direct variation. So let's look at the kind of statement we use here. I can say t varies as y, or I can make my statement t is directly proportional as what? As y, or t varies directly, okay, as y. All these statements, they mean the same thing, okay? So let's now write these statements in form of mathematical. Let's write it in mathematical form, okay? T varies as y is what? Is this t varies as. So this symbol means directly proportional, okay? It's a proportionality sign. So when we have this kind of statement, what we do is to remove this proportional sign, and that will be equal to k times what? Times y. So that is the mathematical form of this statement. You turn this one to equal sign, and then you bring in a constant for a constant k times y. Where your k is what? Where your k is a constant of proportionality. So that's that on this direct derivation. Directly proportional, you still the same thing. T is directly proportional to y. T varies as y is the same thing. So that's that on direct derivation. Yeah, question 1. Write down each of the following statements using symbol this and the constants of proportional k. Okay? For the first one, P is directly proportional to Q. So that's very straightforward. That will be what? That will be, so this will be P proportional, directly proportional. That will be what? This symbol means directly proportional to what? To Q. The second one, Y varies directly. That will be Y, okay? Varies directly as what? As the square of S. I finished that. The C part, Y varies directly as a cube of x. That will be what? This will be this varies directly as what? As a cube of this. So that's that on that. Then the fourth one, t varies directly as the square root of p. That will be t varies directly as the square root of what? Of p. And that finish that aspect 2. For the e parts, q is directly proportional to the cube root of x. So that will be q directly proportional to what? Cube root is what? That's your cube root of what? Of x. Okay? So that's that on this question. If d varies directly as t, and d is 20.5 when t is 12, find a, the value of the constants, b, the relationship between d and t, and lastly, find the value of d when t is 6. So without wasting time, let's go straight to the solution. Write the statements mathematically, and that will be d varies directly as what? as t. And after that interpretation, we need to remove these the proportional or varies directly symbol. And that will be d will be equal to. The moment you have proportional sign, you remove it, and that will turn to what? Equal to k as a constant of the proportional, and then times what? Times t. That's the first thing to do. Then after that, you can begin to substitute the given value. Your d is 20.5 equal to k times your t is what? 12. So make k the subject, and that's 20.5 or what? Over 12. This is equivalent to what? This one times 2, that's 41. This one times 2, that's 24. So that will give me one whole number, 17 over 24. That's my k. Then the b part, the relationship between d and t. So what you do is just come back to your formula, and substitute the value of your k. Your k is one whole number, 17 over 24 times what? Times t. And that is the formula that connects your d and your t. So that's what we call the relationship. On the last note, find the value of d when t is what? Your t is 6. So this is 41 over 24 times 6. 6 here 1, 6 here 4. So that's what? 41 over 4. And that finished that question. At this point, I would say if you are new on this channel and you are yet to subscribe, okay, please click on the watermarks on the video and subscribe. Click on like button, okay, and send your comments. And finally, share the links of this video on all your social media platforms. Thank you for doing that.